Mic check. Mic check 1, 2. We're good. What's up, beautiful people? BTC Backpacker here in the kiddos. We got BTC Anonymous. We have Flipper and Hodler doing their thing. Roller skating, rollerblading. I'm not the important person here. I'm just the guy talking to y'all. But man, it's been cold. It's chilly today. I got 2 sweaters on. Got the orange hat. You know how we do it. Representing the country. And just a little FYI, I lost my other hat and I'm super pissed about it. I lost my American flag hat and I don't know where it went. I checked everywhere. I checked the car, the house, all over the place, and I can't find it. So, I mean, I guess maybe we got to get a Bitcoin hat or something. We got to figure it out. But this hat's good. I like this hat. It's got the orange brim, repping that Bitcoin. You know how we do it. So, something we need to talk a little bit about. And this is a walk and a talk. It's a chit chat. You know how we go. We need to talk about, is life a simulation? Are we like living like in some simulation? I don't want to sit here and say we're NPCs, because we're better than that. Other people might be NPCs because they act like it. But it's like, you wake up in the morning, you go through your progression, whether you're going to work, making your coffee, your tea, your breakfast, feeding your dogs, taking them out for walks. We go through this ebb and flow through life, this progression, we would call it, this routine. And when you take a step back and you really look at it, it's kind of interesting because as you see the grays, no, I'm not talking about the lapel. You see the grays in the beard. We're getting older and wiser, hopefully. We learn from our mistakes. But the mistakes are good because mistakes mean growth. And as long as we're learning from that, we're progressing forward. But it's like, if you break your life up into thirds, it's like you sleep for a third of your life, you work for a third of your life, and the other third, you're doing whatever the hell with it. You see things like the news, the media, the way people act. This is no politics. This is just, I'm speaking in general here. Society, you see what's going on, you see what's happening. Things are becoming more and more true now. Conspiracy theories are becoming true more and more, which most of them are true. Conspiracy theories are almost like, they're like a hint. They're like, hey, it's a conspiracy theory. And then it's like, oh, dang, it came true. Or it was pretty close to being true. Or maybe there was some little details that switched around a little bit. But for the most part, it was true. And you get distraction. Got so much distraction going on. So much division. I feel sad for a lot of these people. I really do. I get it. They think they're fighting for a cause. They're lost. They're lost souls. They're evil. And it's like Grand Theft Auto, man. It's like, it's insane. It's insane. It's so sad to see. And then just a few minutes ago, I'm sitting down with Fanny. Kids are watching a movie. And then all of a sudden there's this shooting. I think it's over in New Jersey or Rhode Island or something like that. I think it was Rhode Island. At an alleged high school game, still developing. And the shooter shot some girl. You can hear several shots ring out. Can't quite tell if it was a pistol or an assault rifle because you're indoors and the distance of how far the shot was. It was a pretty rapid fire success, not an automatic weapon. He was definitely, he was pulling that trigger pretty quick though. Supposedly she's dead. You got missing old ladies. It's just so much stuff, man. There's so much stuff. But, you know, the one thing you can always count on is Bitcoin. Try to keep that Bitcoin ideology, that Bitcoin mindset going. Stay humble, stack sats. We know that. Working on our self-audits. We know this. And life, I mean, life happens, man. It's been about, you know, almost 5 days now or so since I've made a video. Been working. Got a lot of stuff going on personally in life. And it's like, as much as I tell myself I want to make these videos, I want to make them every day, every other day, it's just not a reality. At least for me. You know, I can't speak for other people, but I have 3 kids. And we got a lot going on in our life. And I'm okay with that. Because it's the beautiful chaos. And it's hard at times. You know, me and Fanny, we got a lot going on. We're stressing out. As any good parents do. If you're a parent and you sit here and tell me you're not stressed out, you ain't parenting hard enough. You ain't parenting hard enough, man, because these 3 kids, it's a lot. It's a lot to take on. Where it's three lives, 3 human beings that we're trying to raise to be good people. And it's easy to shove a screen in front of their face and say, here you go, bye. But we don't do that. Very active. And, but yeah, it's a lot to take on. And, you know, lately I've been doing a lot of reading, trying to disconnect a little bit from media and the internet and news. I'm just consuming a little bit, just enough to kind of see what's going on, poke my head in, dip out. A lot of reflecting. You know, we're trying to work on ourselves, trying to be the best versions of us. And sometimes we got to take little resets. And I mean, we haven't been in the chat to all my Bitcoiner for Freedom family. We haven't been in the chat a lot. I've been on Nostr doing my thing a little bit. Make a little post here and there, some motivational stuff in the mornings. Maybe just a couple of posts or something a day. But that's about it, man. We've been kind of just doing our stuff. Packer house. And got a lot of things going on. Weather doesn't know what it wants to do. The other day I wanted to make a video, but it was too damn cold. I would have had like 4 layers on, it felt like. So I was like, yeah, I'm not really feeling that. Yes, and I know I could have made it inside. I could have jumped in the car. Been like Trent. I got the field in the background. And I could have did a car post, I know. No excuses, guys, no excuses. Practice what I preach. And I know Jerry hails me all the time. Backpacker, there's no excuses. You get out there and you make your videos, no excuses. You know, so yes, Jerry, I know. I know. But like for example, the other day I'm doing my nursing thing, and I got off shift, and you know, Fanny Packers, she's cooking, doing her thing, and you know, I need to take a step back at times and understand that it's not always like, hey, I'm going out making a video, even if I'm taking the kids by. That's not fair, it's not right. You know, so it's kind of like any good relationship. You know, I'm like, hey, babe, we good around here? We cool? Anything we need to do? Priorities? She'd be like, yeah, go do your thing, we're good. Or, hey, not finish this, help out with this, you know, whatever. Cool, no problem, yep, let's do it. And that's just part of implementing this whole vlogging thing and trying to make, you know, some content into our personal lives, which our personal lives and the dynamics of our life and household always come number one. So learning how to implement this into our life and when it fits into schedule, what times, and me as you know, as a person communicating with my wife and saying, hey babe, is this cool? You know, because at the end of the day, we run a household and we're a family and we're real life people, and that's what it takes. And anybody who makes content or that has a family probably understands the same thing, right? So you know, it's just, life doesn't stop. We continue growing and progressing, like we said earlier, and our lives are like kind of like we're going like this in this circle, and then all of a sudden there's a little bump in the road. It's like, doom, you know, it's like when you throw a rock inside of a lake, and you get the ripple effect, right? So because we're routine people, we're routine by nature, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes when you know some different dynamics kind of come into play, you're kind of trying to like, okay, how do we plug this in? How we do it to make more sense? Or how does it, you know, what do I need to do, or what do I need to change, you know, to make this content and not allow it to affect our lives? Or, you know, because we eat dinner at a certain time, wake up, and we have a schedule, we got kids' appointments and homeschooling, and you know, I can go down the list, right? So when you got something new like this coming in, it's like, oh, where do I plug this in at? How do I do this? So yeah, so it's you know, it's fun. But I've been doing a lot of writing, because I've been doing a lot of reading, and I'm making some notes. I'm freehanding it today. You know, we're just going with the flow. And but the past couple videos, I've had some notes, some talking points. And I was kind of like, you know, let's see how this works. Let's see if we can do this note-taking thing. And, you know, I don't know. At first I was like, oh, it's a crutch. Don't do it. You know, you should know this in your head. But when you're trying to touch on a lot of points, it's hard because you start, yeah, I'm going to do this way. And then you skip around to that one. And then you're stumbling over your words, and you're trying to focus on time management in these videos, right? And so the struggle's real, but it's fun. I compared to my first video to now, I'm a lot more confident in front of the camera, way more comfortable, you know, and being able to articulate what I need to say. I'm able to do that a lot better. I wasn't sure if I was doing it right. I wasn't sure how I should be doing it. Should I be doing intros, outros? Should I be doing transitions? Should I have notes in my hand? You know, all this stuff. And it was really new to me. And so I was like, I didn't know what to do, and I'm still learning. And, but I was gifted this very beautiful, gimbal. And then we got Fanny was like, get the lapel, because, you're going to get good audio, and in situations like today where it's windy outside, you get that good little screen block, so you can actually make a video and not sound all crazy. And it's not necessary to have, but, I like it because I'm able to get good shots like this. It follows me. I feel all fancy. Oh man, I'm fancy. But you don't need this to make videos, ladies and gentlemen. All you need is that camera. And turn it on and you hit record. And I'm always trying to promote, I'm just a guy. I'm nobody. I'm BTC backpacker. Got the family, got the kids. I'm sharing my life with everybody. It's fun. We all like it. I enjoy it. It does give me a sense of purpose in regards to what I believe in and I have a passion for, to be able to share with you guys. And hopefully, one day you guys or whoever's listening to this can get on camera too and share your life and share your story and share your dreams, your ambitions and your goals, and whatever you want to talk about. You talk about sports, and it doesn't even have to be about Bitcoin. You just talk about whatever you're vibing with. What's your jam? Talk about it. And that's cool. That's what it's about. It's a digital journal, like we talked about. It's a digital journal. We're just doing our journaling right now. So, so we just, the house is, we've been busy doing our stuff. So I haven't made a video. I want to get on here. I just wanted to talk my stuff and just say, the world we're living in right now is so punchy and fast paced. There's so much going on. We have to, we accept it, we digest it, process it, and then what we choose to do with it, that's up to us. We can't allow these external factors, to change us who we are as people, or deviate from our goals, our path, the journey, right? It's important that we stay humble with ourselves and to what we want to accomplish. So, and we all know what that is. We know that when you live your life in a Bitcoin mindset, and you take the 21 truths of Bitcoin and you implement them into your life, you can take the Bitcoin, every aspect of Bitcoin, and it can make you a better person. You can structure yourself, your life, your family, your daily life, everything. It just turns out to be very genuine. Now, the goalpost is always moving, and we know this, and it's such a talking point. We know that. But I think that, getting to your first million sats obviously is extremely important, but we need to not stop there. We need to continue stacking. I'm a big proponent on not giving a number of exactly how much you need, because only you're going to be able to determine what you need on the lifestyle you're living, on how you want to retire, what do you want to hand down, where do you want to be at, do you even want to be in the United States, because your Satoshis will go substantially further somewhere else in the world. So you live here, you stack like a madman, DCA, buy every hour on the hour, link in the description, and you live your younger years here, and then retire abroad and live somewhere else, Southeast Asia, something like that. I don't know. It's your life. You want the Lambo, you want the house, you want the boat, whatever. I don't know. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not a hater, but you got to work for it. You got to put in the work. Me, I just want to live a modest life, be able to provide for my kids, give something to my kids. And I'm okay with still working until I get older. I'm good with that. I don't want to just like do nothing, but life is a balance between, putting in the work and living in the now, because tomorrow's never guaranteed. We can stack like maniacs today, but there's no guarantee we're going to be here tomorrow. So we need to live our life, live today as if it was your last, but not with the mentality of thinking today's going to be your last day, because if you do that, you're living with a mindset that's going to bring a lot of anxiety to your life, because now you're going to fear everything. Right? Oh, dang, this pole's going to fall on me. Oh, man, I'm going to get into an accident or whatever. You need to keep your head on a swivel and just understand that plan for the future, live in the now. The past is the past, okay? But we are in the present because it is a present, because we woke up today. We looked ourselves in the mirror. We gave our kids hugs and kisses. We scolded our kids when they did something bad, not out of hate, not out of anger, out of love, because we need to raise them, the future generation, to be good people. All right? We have so much to live for. We can't allow external distraction of what's going on in this crazy world to derail us from what's really important. Okay? 0.21, 1 Bitcoin, the talking points. I get it. It's important. Another thing to consider or think about for those of you out there who may be going through a hard time, or are not making enough money, or want to say, how do I stack more? What do I do? Well, I've been thinking, and this is a lot of the way we live our life. So there's a couple ways you can go about doing it. You figure out, this is life, right? Figure out the lifestyle you want to live. Whatever lifestyle you want to live, that's how you have to play it. You want to live rich, you want to buy all the nice fancy this and that, well, you better go get a good ass job. Okay? Second option is live a modest life. The question is not always asking, how do I make more money, but how do I live with less? How do I live a more efficient lifestyle? How do I live a lifestyle that I can get what I want, but still be present in the moment? Okay. So there's these parameters. Now, for the people out there who are figuring out or saying like, I don't have enough money, or I'm trying to figure out, I'm capped out, I don't know how to make more money because this is what I make. Well, then in that case, the option is this. How do you live off of less, sell your possessions as things you don't need, okay? And instead of living like you're making, I don't know, whatever, $25 an hour, live like you're making 20 and put that extra 5 away every hour of your work. Okay, so it requires shuffling around and adjusting your lifestyle sometimes in order to achieve certain goals. Or you go out and make more money, get another job, and you allocate your time there. Everybody's circumstances are different. So there's always an answer. There's always a solution to the problem. You just have to be willing to compromise, sacrifice, or adjust the way you're living, your lifestyle. Yeah, things may be convenient. You want this and that, but anyways, this is a walk and a talk, guys. We're gonna be head out, walking with the kids, with the dog. Beautiful day. You guys want to say anything?
Oh, I just wanted to say I love each and every one of you.
She loves each and every one of you. We got Flipper. Where's she at? And we got Anonymous over there. BTC Backpacker here. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Yeah. Mic check 1, 2, yeah, that's right. Heard it all, now I'm taking flight. 3 little stars, my queen by my side. Rolling through the highs, the lows, the ride. Loud with my smile, soft when I speak. Teaching life lessons every day of the week. Stacking sets, staying sharp, keeping it true. Showing my kids what a real life can do. Mic check 1, 2, yeah, that will do. Family time, gotta make a move, bringing the life smooth groove. Our time is through, but I'll be back soon, bringing the life smooth groove. Keep it real, straight from the heart. You're just the start.